We're going to show the replacement of an instant hot water tank for the kitchen. If you've never had an instant hot water dispenser, I can tell you once you get it, it'll be like having, once you get a microwave. You will always want it, and they are wonderful for everything from instant hot tea. You can do instant coffee, cleaning, rinsing stuff, sterilizing stuff, spoons and whatnot. This one's a HWT 300. Supposedly it's got a stainless tank. Honestly, I've had probably 4 or 5 incinerators over the years. I've always had, I think the model number is HWT 100 or HWT 150, which is the one I'm replacing. And they've all leaked. Now, I'll tell you, there's some tricks to help with this, how you can prevent a lot of damage to your house, because usually when they leak, you don't know it. And sometimes they'll still work. This water will be hot, but you'll have a mess. This particular one is for replacement, so it doesn't have the faucet. But you can get the one with the faucet. You can even get the one with the water filter. We're on a well and have a whole house filtration, so I don't need that filter. It comes with of course, the tank. You will need a plug under the sink, but if you have a disposal, usually there's a plug under there. Or if you need to hardwire it, you can cut the plug off and then hardwire it. Just make sure you either have an electrician or you do it properly and with the conduit and everything. The instructions, some screws to mount it. It just takes 2 screws to mount it. It just hangs. Some piping and some connectors, which I'm not going to need because supposedly it's going to go right in and place the other one. The reason I upgraded to this one, which was quite a bit more money, because I'm tired of these things leaking. They can leak from 1 year to 5 years. This one lasted about 4. Supposedly this one has, I think it's a 3 or 4 year warranty. The other one had a 1 year warranty. But just trust me, you don't want these things leaking. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to remove the other one and then put this one in, and we'll video it, and I'll tell you how to protect your kitchen and your house, because if you have a basement, it's going to leak all the way through to your basement and you're going to have a mess. Okay, so this is the bad one. We put this in when we built the house, and again, it lasted for 4 years. You see, I put this under here because I knew it was going to leak some more, and there's a little water in it. It's not a lot. Trust me, it'll leak a lot more. But you see this little device, the little round thing right there? That's a water detector. I had it right under the hot water dispenser, and my wife and I were watching TV, and there was this noise that went off, unfamiliar noise. I paused the TV thinking maybe it's from there, but it wasn't. And come to find out, as soon as it started leaking, it literally dripped on top of that. But it doesn't have to drip on top. It's got contacts on the bottom. So once of course, water conducts electricity. It's a 9-volt battery, and thing puts out a loud noise. Now, if you're not home, it's not going to do you any good. But they do make Bluetooth ones. I don't know if they have Wi-Fi ones or not. Hey, Taz. Or Max. No, you don't need to help me with that. Anyways, you can see here, it's on the 2 screws hanging, cold water line, hot water line, and vent. It's a vent. And here's your adjustment for how hot you want it. The new one's a digital control, which will be a lot nicer. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this one out, and I'll show you how easy that is. Damn it. So the issue with these things too is when they leak, because most people have a ton of crap under the sink, you don't know it's leaking. So this cold water has press a button right there. You just press it and pull it out. This one just slides over, and hopefully you can see this vent comes over. So you just take those out. Again, this is replacing. It's not that hard if you have a faucet. You just have to have a hole to put it. That's going to be the hardest part if you have granite and don't have a hole. But you can also use the hole for the sprayer. Just you'll lose your sprayer, but you'll be able to have a hot water dispenser. I'm not kidding when I say we use this thing dozens of times a day. So hopefully that's loose enough. I should be able to slide it right up and pull it out. You got to be careful because it's going to have water in it. I don't want to tilt it too much. It's dripping already. Getting too old. Get under here. Just put it in the sink. That way we'll turn it upside down and we'll get the water out of it. So here's the unit. You can already see the cold water, hot water vent. These are metal. I would hope they go into a metal tank. I think the other one's plastic, but you can see the other one had plastic containers. So this is just going to hang. I'm going to hang this on the screws. All right, so it's hung back up. I'm going to tighten these screws down. And now we're going to just, hopefully everything will fit like it should. The vent, let's see, cold water's here. This is the hot water. This hopefully will snap. You hear it snap. They say you're supposed to hear it. We've already got a plug underneath, so I'm going to run this underneath. Before that, though, we're going to do, I don't want it to go, well, it's not on, but I have to look at the directions to see which one it said first. I don't think it really matters since it's not turned on. The other one doesn't have it on off, so you'd want to put the water first. But I'll plug it in this corner. There we go. Okay, now we'll turn the water on. Make sure it fills up, I guess. I don't hear it running, but hopefully it is. We'll pull the tab off. Nice. You turn it on. Just want to make sure that the water is coming out. I'll check it up top. That's probably filling it up because I hear the water running and it's not coming out. So we'll wait a minute before I turn it on. You hear the water running. We'll fill up that tank. I'll pause it while it's doing that because no reason for you to wait. Okay, so you are supposed to do the water before you plug it in. I wasn't too worried about that. They basically want you to check, make sure there's no leaks. I don't see any leaks. I don't feel any leaks. Plus, I got the little water detector down there. So, hold that for 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. It's on. And I'll put it right there to start with. I don't want it on full blast to heat the water. And I thought it had I guess it doesn't have an actual temperature. It just has that little bar graph, which is fine. There's no reason you won't even see that when I get all the crap back under the sink. So we'll let that heat up. We'll tuck some wires in back here. And I'm going to put this right underneath like I did before, especially because it's new. That way, if it leaks, you will hear it. It's a very loud alarm. I'll put a link in the description to these little detectors. There's various kinds, and as I said, you can get Wi-Fi ones or real sophisticated. I don't care about all that, but to have them, I've actually put these in under the kitchens, on the bathroom sinks, in the laundry room, downstairs around the hot water heater and the filtration system. And they're loud enough, probably hear it upstairs if it leaked downstairs. They're extremely loud. So I'll show you the faucet. And again, it's not going to be hot right away, but this one's supposed to be more silent than the other one. The other one you could hear when it was heating up, which, again, it wasn't that big a deal, but you could hear it. But then again, you may hear when the water starts to kind of get boiling or close to boiling. You can set it from like 180 degrees to like 210, 205, something like that, 205. So it's a little bit below the boiling point, but you don't want to put your fingers under it. You got to be careful. You have kids that they know don't mess with that thing, or guests. We've had it happen. So I'm going to show you the faucet. Here's the faucet, and they say they want you to run it. The water's already getting kind of warm, but they say run it for 4 minutes to clean out the lines. I'll run it when it's off camera. Here's the old one. As you can see, the plastic. And these are good units, but man, I tell you, our old house, we had one break. I didn't know it. It destroyed underneath the sink. The wood was ruined. We had to rip it out. It destroyed the ceiling in the basement. So trust me, that little $10 detection for water is a lifesaver. And I'll put a link to where I got the new one. You can get this one too. Save some money if you want. As long as you put one of those things underneath, you'll probably be okay. But they will eventually leak. I'm hoping the new one will not leak. It's supposed to be better quality. It costs more, but we'll see. It's the first time I've actually gone up. I don't even know if they had the stainless ones before. Anyways, if you have any questions, post them, comment, and subscribe, because this is Mr. Fix-It. I know a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. 73s.